OD, would you like to catch everybody up as to where we are before Auryn finishes her turn?
Yeah, let's see. Where did we start off last session?
Good question. Where did you start off last session?
We were questioning
Gwir Polly. Yep, you were questioning Gwir Polly.
And she gave some good answers, and we kind of were like, okay, well, we'll just carry on going through this forest, heading south to where are we going now? Benegal, right? All right.
Yeah. You guys don't get too hyper focused on that. You guys are going to basically civilization, like all of human civilization is south of where you guys are. Benegar is just the next closest place.
Gotcha. So so we're heading through the forest, and we get to. I think we're going to spend the night actually, and we set up a camp, and we spend some time. Everyone kind of describes the food or how they eat. So. The elves had different ways of eating. Vanasaur was just basically stuffing his face full of the humans' food and telling stories, and generally being a good night. Good night. And we kind of did that. Yeah. Zoga had some kind of crazy dessert made of sheep's brains, if I remember rightly, as well. Sheep's pate or something like that. And so we kind of went through this kind of session of role playing, really, how each character eats differently and what they might eat and stuff like that. And then we spent the night, and I think during the night, if I remember rightly, Zoga detected that we've been watched by lizard men, I think how he described them. Vanasaur was kind of all up it. Let's just go and kill them now. Rah. But kind of got talked out of it, and we're coming to a different plan. Is that we'll keep moving on, and we'll basically set up a trap for them and try and take them out on I think the next night. So as we're traveling through, we kind of come to a clearing, and there's a river with a log across the river, I think, and Toe heads off to scout. Everything's going swimmingly, and then a bloody great Griffon turns up and tries to get one of the older ladies of the party. Vanasaur and Zoga kind of protect, but in doing that, Griffon snatches Zoga up by his talons and starts to fly off with him. And that's kind of where we left it, thinking about it. I can't think of anything else that happened in that session. So, yeah, I think that's where we are now.
Epic save by Anna.
Oh! Yeah, what the hell, man?
I tried to block that bit out.
Wow. So impressive. Your mind couldn't even handle it.
Yeah, it's so fussy. I was like, fussy indeed. That's right. No, you're right. Yeah. So actually, if I look at this map now, I see Zoga and Anna's character. So you have to remind me, Anna. Are you like flight? Did you grab hold of it, or did you land on top of it?
I landed on top of it.
That's right. So yeah, of course, because he's grabbing Zoga with his talons, and you're on top of it. And I think actually
talons.
It's talons.
Talons.
And it forced the. I think it forced the Griffon down, or maybe certainly a lot easier for us to hit. So there you go. That's where we are. Over.
Oh, thank God! I'm glad that's over. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, that's such a famous Blackadder joke.
Oh yeah.
From Blackadder Goes Forth. Over. Oh, phew! But glad that's over. I just had an idea of how to make things a little bit easier for chat. I'm going to try it on one person. If it works, I'll do it. Catch as catch can. As we play. But yeah, so now I believe it's Anna's turn.
Yeah. So are we...
Tracker up. There it is.
Are we in the water now, or where are we located?
You are in the air. You and the Griffon, the Griffon, Zoga, and Madame Crisco are all about 50 feet in the air. No. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 10 squares up. Correct.
Okay, got it. And does this mean the Griffon is dropping down?
Right now it's your turn. Nothing's moving. Like eventually it'll, when it gets time, it'll drop. Yes, on its turn.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out which of my attacks I want to do, but one of them it slows the target, so I'm trying to figure out how that works if a target's falling.
Well, what'll happen is if you slow it, it'll only be able to. It won't. It's not. It's now overburdened. It's now overburdened. On its turn, it will fall to the ground.
Oh, I see.
Right?
Okay.
But it doesn't fall to the ground on your turn because it doesn't get a movement on your turn.
Okay, got it.
Only you get to move on your turn. So when it moves, it'll fall toward the ground. Slowing it, I think would just limit how far it can fly when it tries to fly, which is good. Like being able to, it only being able to move 2 squares if it tries to. Like if it dropped Zoga and tried to fly away, it's got huge flight, right? But if you slow it, it's only gonna be able to move 10 feet.
Okay, well that makes sense. In that case, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a grappling strike on it. Where's my grappling? I think that worked. So
that looks good.
I'm gonna hit and technically I'm flanking it, I think. Well, no, because Zoga can't really attack. I'm getting.
But the Angel of Fire.
Sure can.
Flanking.
Perfect. Okay, so I think it's grabbed and I did my damage. So, and I gotta mark them. Here's that.
I'm not like restrained or anything.
You're
not immobilized, right?
You're not immobilized. You're just grabbed. So you can still do everything that you can normally do except move.
Okay. So I've attacked and I've grabbed the Griffon, which I guess in this case just looks like I've grabbed it in such a way that it can't keep flying. Like I've pinned its wings.
You're on top of it and you've grabbed one of its wings. Even if you hadn't grabbed it, it wouldn't be able to. It's overburdened. It wouldn't be able to fly away.
Yeah, this just looks cooler.
Sure.
Cool. All right.
Nice.
All done.
Okay, these NPCs.
Your turn, NPCs.
These NPCs are just
NPCs.
They're just going to scurry around and be terrified.
Go, flock of humans.
It's your turn,
Go.
Ooh.
All right. Meanwhile,
So,
you're alone.
well, but let's see how far away is Ko? Ko is Ko's 19 squares away. But we just found out that you can run and Ko can jump.
yeah.
And for
let's do
Ko,
that.
that's a lot of movement, depending on what he rolls. He rolled like a 20 last time for his jump. So that was kind of a best case scenario.
So that's one.
Remember the diagonals are better. Hang on a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was going to say diagonals are better.
One diagonal.
2, yeah.
2 diagonal. 3 diagonal.
4.
4 diagonal. How tall is that rock? Can I go on it?
It's about, I would say, 10 feet high.
So I can just run on it?
You're going to have to make an athletics check. If you fail, you're going to fall on your ass. But the DC is not that high.
Would this be a check to climb?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have advantage on this.
Advantage is +2. Yeah, you're fine. Advantage is not two dice. Unless your ability says you can roll 2 dice.
It's different.
There's no 5th edition advantage in this game. There's just combat advantage, which gives you +2.
Yeah.
But I think your ability says you can roll 2 dice when you do these things. But yeah,
I think you're right.
Even your lowest roll is enough to be able to climb over that thing.
Okay, well,
Also,
that's
if you
4,
have
right?
If you have a numpad on your keyboard, you can use the diagonal keys. 4.
Oh.
I think you might have to turn on like numlock on or off, but yeah.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
All right. Comfortably numb now. That didn't work. 5. 6. Okay. So now I'm gonna run. So that I can do run is 8 squares now, right? For
Correct.
me?
It's +2. Correct. Yeah.
8. Okay. I can run again.
Yes. You can cash in your standard action. In lieu of attacking, you can make another move.
Can I jump before that to see how far I go?
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to go 9, I don't think. I think last time your max was, what's 35 divided by 5? 7? Your max is around 7. Like maybe you rolled a 19 and not a 20, I don't remember. But that roll you did last time, which was just fucking crazy, that was close to your max. And you got like a 36.
Well, let's see. Let's see how I do. How about that? Because I like the jumping. I like the idea of flying in.
Yeah, go for it.
Pretty
Worst
cool.
case scenario, you're just going to land in your...
Just land in the river.
You just land in the water.
So here's the first one.
So 26 divided by 5 is 5.
Here's the second one.
Whoa, there you go.
34 is divided by 5 is 6.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Flash.
5, 6. Oh, okay. I gotta step in.
I think you lost a couple diagonals there, but all right.
Well,
Yeah, I think
I was
it'd be
afraid to get in the water. Okay, so then I'm gonna take the. Ooh, wait. Sorry, this is taking a little while, y'all.
It's okay. Fucking 3D D&D.
Actually, I have a new thing that I don't know how to. I don't know how to use. But it gives tokens altitude.
That's cool.
Yeah. But
Okay.
token height indicator 4.5 by GKE, but it doesn't tell me how to fucking use it. There's probably a blog post somewhere that tells me how to use it.
Okay, well then I'm gonna move. Is this thing's in the air or it's in the water?
It's
now?
in the air. It's 10 feet in the air.
It's 10 feet in
It
the
has
air.
not yet. It has not yet taken
On
its
its
turn.
way down.
So it has not yet had the opportunity to crash into the ground.
So can I jump again, but this one as part of my movement instead of a move action technique?
I think so.
Because I want to jump up and then use my action point to beat the crap out of it.
Well, where you are now is just your move action, right? Like you moved and jumped, correct?
Yes.
Because your normal move is 8, and then you jumped 6.
7. 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you still have a standard action and your action point if you want to cash in your standard action for another movement.
Yeah, I want to do that because I want to get it within range. But I'm wondering, so when I get underneath this, I'm going to be 10 feet down. So what I'd like to do is jump that distance and attack it in midair.
That sounds cool to me.
Okay, let's do that.
This griffin thought that it could just snatch one old lady and fly away.
That's all it wanted. Yeah.
It has made a mistake.
Ooh.
I think that one got it, but I still get another one just for fun.
Did you have some kind of mod turned on? Yeah. You have +5 to your
before,
athletics. Oh, does that no longer work?
That was only for that movement
I
technique.
get it.
though.
I get it. So now.
So I leap into the air
Yeah.
and I use my action point. Wink.
Ooh, and guess
has
what?
When you use your action point, you get
Yes.
a bonus from Zoga.
You are within
Awesome.
range. You have leapt into
Do I
within
get-
range.
Has this thing been hit yet?
Yes.
I hit it on my last turn.
Yeah, it's got some wounds. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure
good
out
to
how to
know.
use the token height thing. Actually, I can figure it out. Go ahead, continue.
I think I'm targeting it. It's hard to tell.
You are, yeah. Oh, one more time. There you go.
Oh, it targets Griffon. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm still going to use my open the gates of battle. I hope I hit it. Oh, I didn't add my modifier. Oh, well.
So,
Hit, baby.
yeah, you hit.
Oh yeah.
All right, and that'll be this.
Ooh.
And then I give it one of these.
I like it.
Oh, it's wounded. It's blooded. And then I give one of
Oh, I
these.
just
used-
And then I give one of these. Ugh.
Hang on. I just
I'm gonna
did
kill
that
it
to
before it hits
myself.
the ground.
Oh no.
Zoga
Oh,
just hurt
crazy.
himself. Here, I'll fix it. Hang
Sorry,
on. I'll
Zoga.
fix it. So I can just grab this and drop it on.
Tactical assault
Drop it on the
indeed.
Griffin.
Just punch your own face.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Why did that not work? Everybody said it should have worked. There we go. Why did it work that time? It didn't work before then. Okay, cool. Yeah, and then your damage is 0.
And then I'd like to use my utility power, which lets me do another flurry. So I'm like in the air, just going frenzy on it.
Jesus, this poor innocent creature, by the way. This griffin is not evil. It's just a wild animal. It's just a hungry wild animal.
Yeah, but it has my friend.
Fair enough.
All right.
Zoga.
There's nothing more important than family.
Zoga, you are grabbed in the claws of a giant bird that your friends Auryn and Co are now riding on. Did you grab it, Co, or did you just hit it and then land?
I hit it 3 times and then landed.
Okay, yeah, there's a giant splash. Co is now in the water. Although I don't think he's going to have a problem getting back to this thing if he needs to. And yeah, this griffin it's dying. It's going to die at this rate, and it's going to fall crash into the ground. It's like, ah, ah, ah.
This is awesome.
Horse.
I think like just because of everything that has happened in basically such a crazy sequence, like I like bodyguarded what's her name, Maven Polly.
Yeah.
This thing scoops me up, and then Auryn phase steps on top of it. There's a fire demon that gets summoned right in front of it.
Yep.
And then this half giant takes a running leap from fucking 60 feet away, and, like karates it midair. So Zoga is just like laughing his ass off. Like he's just like busting out in laughter. And I'm gonna swing at it with my sword, but I'm gonna be like laughing in its face. This is gonna be my brash assault. Am I targeting this guy? Let's see. Yes, there we go.
Hit.
All right. So it gets to make, if it is taunted, an attack against me.
No, it's got way too much shit going on. It's so overwhelmed. It's just there's a giant fucking flaming angel in front of it, and there's an elf on its back, and there's random stone giants raining from the sky. So it's just a dumb wild animal wants to go home at this point.
All right, can I try and like I guess that would be another standard action, wouldn't it? To try and like break out of its claws.
I think so.
Okay.
It's possible that breaking a grapple is a move action, but no, I don't think it is, because you get. I think if you succeed in breaking out of a grapple, you get some movement, which is its way of making up for the fact that you had to. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember. But I don't think so.
I'm basically just. All right, so I'm just gonna Zoga's just gonna grab onto his sword and like pinch his nose in preparation
for falling
plunged into the river. Yeah.
Right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we can charge towards. Did you say it's 10 foot up in the air still? Yeah.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up in the air. And if you notice,
I see the little flag. I see it.
7 feet tall.
It's yes, and so you are 1.5 squares tall. It is 10 squares in the air. So it's 50 feet up.
Oh, I'm with you. Oh, well, in that case, what's the range?
Fly, dragon man. I thought you could fly.
I can't. The range of my javelin is 10. So does that mean I can...
Oh my god, spam.
What is going on there? Oh, the aura thing is fucking with everybody. Hang on a minute. I should probably just turn that off. Yeah.
Had to crash the...
That's freaking out. It's freaking out.
Yeah, the Zoga's aura ability. Actually, I think it's just the extension is freaking out because there are so many people on the map.
I'm gonna fling my javelin at it and see if I can't get up there.
Yeah, go for it. That's what javelins are for. Yeah, you hit.
Oh, man.
Hit. Gonna do a little bit of damage.
You practiced for this with that goblin in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this griffin is losing its will to live at this point. Nope.
Okay. The griffin's going then. Good luck, Griffin.
The griffin plummets to the earth. So actually, is there a way for me to? No, there's no way for me to like shift select all three of you guys. But the griffin, whoa, no, you don't. I just spent all this time. Yeah, the griffin and Zoga and Auryn all plummet to the earth and smash into the water next to Ko. And it lets go of Zoga, so it'll deposit Zoga over here. And now it's just flailing around the water, trying to. It doesn't attack anybody. It's too confused. It's just desperately trying to survive at this point and find a way back into the air. That's it.
Kind of feel bad now.
Yeah, right? I didn't feel at all guilty about dwarf number 4 getting bullied by us, but this makes me feel bad.
Yeah, now I'm like, oh.
Yeah, this is just hostile wildlife.
Yeah, I'm sad.
Oh
now.
boy.
It's just a hungry animal trying to feed its young.
Oh, now making it worse.
Should have picked a different course.
Let me see. I don't think Levelis feels bad though. So let me see real quick. I would love to use. This is my new power, by the way. My utility power, Meliora's Summons.
Oh shit! What does that do?
Target 1 or 2 allies. You pull each target 3 squares. So I would love to pull. Cool. Sorry about this, but I would love to pull Auryn and Zoga 3 squares towards me.
Okay. 1, 2. Actually, 2, 3. Oh, Zoga's moving himself. Yeah.
I do have a question.
So much.
Yeah.
Is there a way to resist this?
Yeah. What if I don't want to be pulled?
Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't think I need to pull you. You can stay if you want. I'll pull Zoga.
Okay, Auryn, do you want to put yourself
I am
back?
pretty strong.
Yeah, because now that I'm thinking, I don't think there is a way, but I actually don't need to pull you right now. So, but I am about to barbecue this griffin, so
Oh my god! Wait.
I just thought it was too late. I just thought it was polite to like get you out of the way.
I don't want to be pulled. I'm happy where I am. Okay, fine.
Pull me.
Okay, fine. Flame strike. Everything's on fire.
I don't mean I thought this was barbecued chicken. Are you kidding me?
If I could move the Angel of Fire down so that it's in this little square here where it won't cook Ko.
This little square here?
Let me see.
Are you pointing at something? Wait, you want him like over here?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, there. That's the one. Thank you.
Sure. I don't know how I intuited that, but all right, yeah.
What do you mean? Where else? Anyway, and I would love to use the standard action of the Angel of Fire, which means that I have to do this. Right. Did that work? Yeah, it worked. Okay,
Levelis
great.
targets Griffin.
And
That's gonna hit.
that's pretty good. That's a good roll.
Yep.
Oh man.
And then okay, that could have been a better roll, but
It's still alive.
Bloody Griffin.
It's on fire. It's on
it's
fire,
on fire.
but it's still alive.
Where's my combat tracker gone? There we go. Boop.
The Angel of Fire has already gone. It's Auryn's turn.
Okay, so where am I in space currently?
You're standing next to Servanazor, on the ground.
On the ground.
You're like on the river bank.
The eagle fell to the ground because it was overburdened. It is now in the water. It brought you and Zoga with it. Levelis has pulled you. I don't know what does that power look like? Levelis, describe how you grab them and pull them.
I think that it's like a compulsion. I think that it's like,
Whoa.
I just call out to them, come, and they like walk
Fair
towards
enough.
me. I think it's like a Yeah.
It's the voice.
Let's see.
It's Meliora's summons.
Sure, cannot be resisted.
It doesn't say that in any of the things. Literally just says.
Yeah, because it assumed that you're going to do it. You're going to do it when it's a good idea, and not going to like pull them off the side of a bridge and they plummet into the ravine below.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
But just know that I could.
How deep is the creek or river or whatever?
I don't know how deep are rivers. You're from a place that has them.
If it's a creek, it's like 5 or 6 feet. Nah, it can be pretty shallow actually. Like, so it could be like 3 of 5 or 6. But if it's like a river,
No,
like,
this isn't that big. I mean, it's 15. I would say it's probably half as
It's probably 10 feet.
half as deep as it is wide. It's about 15 feet wide, so it's probably about 7-8 feet deep.
We'll just round it down to a nice 5, 1 square.
Actually, probably deeper than that, but whatever. My fault.
We can do 2 squares. That works for what I'm trying to do
I'm just
anyway.
looking at like the scale of you folks. Like if Ko is 1 5-foot square, so it's really 1, 2, 3, 4 across. That's 20 feet. So it's probably about 10 feet deep. Two squares deep.
Has anyone in this party eaten Griffon before? Discuss.
We shall tonight.
Right, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and do the grappling strike. I'm gonna run up to it. Like, I think after like it hits the water and like I'm assuming some steam and stuff comes up because its feathers are all charred and everything. I'm just gonna like leap in after it, and like kind of just use my grappling strike again to like swing at it, and then kind of like, you know, I kind of want to just like have this be done with, so I'm just gonna try and drown it, I guess.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Poor people.
This game.
Now you know why these elves are exiles, because they hate the natural world.
Oh, I missed it.
Wow.
Goodness.
How did you miss? What's its armor class?
The natural world is that if something tries to kill you,
question.
you're allowed to kill it back.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Is Zoga still? Or I'm sorry. Is Ko still on the other side?
Yes. He is, as you see. Yeah.
Am I flanking?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Does that mean I get a +2?
Yep.
Is a +2 mean I hit?
Yep. 100%.
Sweet. All right. Cool.
No.
Oh, nice. You kill it.
I did. I drowned it.
So
Sorry,
there's a dead fuck. There's a dead, roasted, wet griffin in the lake. And the humans are just
roasted,
dumbfounded.
right?
They're like, their jaws are
dinner.
open. Yeah.
Let's take it.
I mean, you can do what you want with it.
Yeah, I'm going to take it. Can I pick it up? Is it small enough for me to...
Yeah, is there a butcher among the humans?
Oh, sure. Absolutely there are.
That's
Yeah.
a great question.
Yeah.
It's already cooked.
Well, it's not.
dinner?
It's singed. It's not like. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Is there a butcher?
Yeah, absolutely there is.
All right.
We gotta eat something.
Right.
Saves a lot of time.
Okay. Are we gonna stop and have a meal thing right now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you guys can stop and you can and the townsfolk will take care of the preparation of the food.
In that
Nice.
case, like if we're all kind of just like chilling out for a second, I'm gonna relate to them what happened whenever I did my face step, which is
Okay.
that.
Okay. Here's another. Go for it.
What are you gonna say?
Nothing. I thought you were just saying. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying. Okay. Well, if we're going to take time to do that, then I'll tell them what happened when I used my face step, and that was it. That was like. Okay. I told them. They know now. I thought that's what you were saying.
No. Now you all know.
Yeah,
It's just like a quick cut to the next.
Sorry. It was dumb of me. I apologize.
It's okay. So what happened when I face stepped, when I was trying to get on top of the griffin at the very end there, is, I typically just do like a quick snap. I immaterialize one place, materialize in the other place. But this time I went into an in-between place. And I was all the way up in the air, and I looked down, and the world was entirely different. We were in the same, like I was in the same place, but everything was like grayscale, like, you know, no color or anything like that. And all of the trees were like, the wood was made of, like, the wood was black, and then all the shadows coming out from the trees were coming from all different angles, and there was a person there too. It looked like an elf wearing a cloak who was bent down by the river, and they seemed pretty surprised to see me there, as surprised as I was to even be there. And there's also a flock of ravens, you know, flying overhead, kind of in where the Griffon was actually. And then just as quick as I was in there, I popped right back out, and then I was on top of the Griffon. So the other thing about the elf wearing the cloak is that the cloak was partially obscuring their face, like half and half. So,
okay.
There's certainly something weird going on.
It's exactly what the Shambling Mountain warned us about.
Yeah, and it looked like they were watching us.
That guy was such a bro.
It was just one person, and I think my appearance must have noticed it in some way, because they looked up directly at me before I was gone. But yeah, it was just one person that I could see.
But like they're observing us.
Just me. I couldn't see any of you there. It was just like I had gone. It was like I was in the same place, but not the same place.
Gotcha.
What did the not obscured half of their face look like?
It was just kind of, you know, elvish features and things like that. Nothing like really stood out, I don't think.
So it wasn't
they were pale.
They were pale.
Yeah. And that's why the cloak that obscured their face was dark.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I definitely think, you know, so you're right. This has
this
to do with the
theory
Shambling
losing some team, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think I think probably the arrows that we found, I think they have to come from this person, just because between the trees with black wood and the ravens and things like that, and then
Auryn, make a insight check.
Okay.
Roll in the tower, please.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Continue.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't even think I was going anywhere else with that. I think it was just saying that I think that the arrows are probably from this person. So somehow it's like those arrows got into our side and I got into their side. So what was the one thing you're... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, when you do phase step, do you think if you did it again, you could grab this elf and drag them back into our world?
I don't know. Maybe?
Like, we've just finished an encounter, so you get that power back, right?
Yeah. I can do it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I wonder if you can go in there, somehow grab them, just bring them back.
I think it's maybe worth trying.
Yeah.
Would training in Arcana cover any knowledge of like different planes?
Yeah, it's just going to be the DC is going to be higher because it's more obscure.
All right. Can I try?
I mean, go for it. Go ahead and roll here in front of everybody.
Oh, in front of everyone?
Yeah.
God and everyone.
You were really hoping I'd roll something really high.
That's just middly.
I got nothing.
What is it you're trying to? You're just trying to see, do I recognize that thing she describes?
Yeah.
Well, I think if I understand,
or the place she describes.
If I understand Lavelis's train of thought thus far, Lavelis thinks that the world below might be involved in this in some way.
I did think that.
Correct.
Now I'm like, okay, well, the world below is not our world, but black and white. So I suspect I no longer think that it's necessarily the world below, but with a roll of 13, I'm not sure that I know what it would be instead.
The place Auryn is describing has a sky.
Yeah.
And the world below does not.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just that there was no, if there was any, the light was coming kind of like from the horizon, but in multiple different directions.
Right.
Which is what causes the shadows to all be going in strange places. But it still wasn't dark. It wasn't nighttime where she was, and it wasn't daytime where she was, and it wasn't like a cave, which basically everything in the Underdark
might say
is
it's
just
kind of like dusk.
I mean, that's one way of describing it. Sure.
I have a quick question, actually. Whenever
Yes.
I got into that other side of things, you know how we were talking about last time with like food and everything, that Auryn can kind of like detect if a place isn't giving off like passive like energies or whatever.
Yeah.
Did she have any kind of like weird feelings about that place? I don't know if that would also maybe be like an arcana or something.
You weren't there long enough. You'd have to be there longer.
Okay. That sounds good.
You know, like you're in a car going really fast past someone's house. There wasn't enough time for the stuff they're cooking inside, the aroma of it, to get inside your vehicle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was an unnecessary analogy. I think you probably understood what I said the first time.
I understood. But I do think it's a cool idea to try to face up maybe where I saw the person, like over by like they were on the other side of the creek, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
right, I was cool. So you know roughly where they were as well. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I want to try and go over there and try to face up kind of through that area from like on one side of where that like person would have been to the other side of where they would have been. And if I'm able to pop into the middle, then I'd like to make like a grab attempt.
Cool.
Is that okay, DM?
It sounds awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Where roughly?
If we've discussed this, we should probably be close to where Auryn is going to face step in and face step out, because then if she does grab this mystery person, we'll all be there kind of surrounding them. So you're not on your own, basically, Anna, just in case it's
that's a good idea.
some kind of crazy powerful thing, which probably is, right?
Fine. There we go.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
So Auryn, you see that kind of that reed growing at on the edge of the water that's kind of lit. Where are you going? No, the other one.
Here?
Yeah. No. This one.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, from a certain point of view, weirdly, from a certain point of view, it almost looks like it's making like the outline of a cloak-clad elf.
Okay.
But then it's only like from one specific angle, and then you kind of can't make it do that again. It's like almost like an optical illusion. And that's exactly where that thing was standing.
Okay. So, and I like just saw it just now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm this close to
You
it.
just noticed it. I was on the way over. As you were walking over, you were like, "Oh, wait, did I already move into that other world? Because there it is. Oh shit, wait, no, it's just a big plant." And then you can't make it do it again. Like no matter how you adjust your angle of view, it's always just looks like a fucking plant coming out of the river. But for a moment, it just happened to have the outline of the thing you saw before.
I'm trying to think of like it being like that and then it not being like that means that he's moved.
That's a fair point. We should come
They've
over.
moved. Yeah. Well, I guess what I'll do is I can face step. So
This is crazy. This is fucking crazy.
was the idea that the rest of the party was going to kind of like be where the end of my
Lavellis has already
face
moved
step
over.
would
Yeah,
have been?
I think Lavellis has already moved.
Wherever
there.
wherever you're ending.
Just point me where I gotta go.
What she wants to do is, I think what she's trying to do, Anna, you correct me, is she wants to literally phase step from where she is, kind of to where Lavellis is, grabbing the elf that she thinks was standing right at that plant on the way.
Lavellis.
Oh,
Yeah.
over here.
If you all stand right by Lavellis, actually Lavellis, you can move up a couple.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think that should still be good. Oh, nope. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. As long as you're 5 away from me right now, which is exactly how long my face step is. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Come on.
Actually,
come on over, Co. Come on over. Zoga.
Co and Zoga are asleep. No, there we go. I love. There are many things I love about playing on fantasy grounds as opposed to playing in person, and watching you guys independently move all your dudes around is fucking awesome. Like, I love when Lavellis was pacing back and forth on the giant tree. Co, are you where you want to be?
Actually,
I want to see if I can jump it.
I believe your crane's movement. 23, that's four squares. I believe your crane's movement means you don't need a running jump in order to divide by 2.
Yes.
Two?
I'm sorry, divide by 5 instead of 10. Divide by 5. A factor of 2.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
Pesto's typing.
Squares.
That'll do it. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, he can just, from a standing jump, he can go, yeah! And I don't know if I just made that noise. I don't know.
So I know, obviously, that like Zoga and Co and Vanazor are all pretty strong. So I kind of like, if I manage to get across, like, and I have the person grabbed,
yes,
like I want the strongest people on the other side to be able to like grab if something happens to me on the way through.
Sure, yeah.
So I think what I'm going to do is like, let's pretend I'm going to land here.
Yeah.
So I have Vanazor on one side.
Have someone else strong over here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Zoga, swap places with me.
Yeah, because Ko's not strong. He's stronger than an average human, but he's not like, Ko's not as strong as Ko looks.
Yeah.
So Ko is as agile as he looks, I should say. He's
I'm
as
a
agile
bodybuilder, not a power lifter.
Yeah, you are as dexterous as you look strong.
Where am I supposed to be
Just,
right now?
Like right here.
Yeah.
So on the other side of Servanazor, so that when...
And then Co, if you want to move like here. Because I'm just going to pop in between you guys. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Gonna watch from a safe distance.
All right, I have a question for Auryn.
I think I might have missed something.
Hang on. Zoga has a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Zoga.
I'm sorry. I just missed something for a second. What are we
doing?
What are we doing over here?
So I'm gonna face step because I think it was Vanazor who had that idea of like, well, what if I saw this person whenever I face stepped? What if I face step again over where I saw the person whenever I did it before?
Oh, are you gonna try and like pull them out of their little?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, sweet, dope.
Yeah. So that's why I'm gonna pop through.
I love it. I like this plan. I'm glad to be a part of it. Let's do it.
Did you have a rope? Did we tie a rope to you?
I don't think it'll work like that. But no, I can have a rope anyway.
He says, "I have a rope right here if you need it."
I should come out. I think. I don't know if I don't know if a rope's gonna pull me back through. That would be pretty wild. That'd be a pretty interesting rope.
So about how long does Auryn think it's been since she jumped onto the Griffon? Like, about how much time would you guess has passed?
Maybe like a minute, because I would think that the Griffon would hit the ground, or it'd get killed, and then we'd
an entire round is like 6 seconds or something. So
yeah, but we wouldn't come over here immediately as soon as it died, right? Like there was a whole thing of like, they're gonna have the people butcher the Griffon, and then I was gonna tell them real quick, and then we came over here and I directed them where to go. So I would say maybe even like a couple minutes have passed probably.
So that's definitely not enough time for the fact that there are now 3 elves standing around here.
Oh.
Like, so it's a little bit disorienting. You expected there to be an elf standing here, or an elf-like figure, and you now notice that elf has a bow on its back and a quiver of arrows. The quiver is not full, by the way, and that elf is standing here in this kind of like twilight realm where it's not dark, but you can't see sunlight. There is light, but it's all coming from different places in the horizon.
You might call it dusk. You
can call it what you want. You can call it what you want. And now there are 3 elves, and the elf that you saw before, who's distinct from the other 2 by the fact that it has a bow, and they're all wearing cloaks that obscure their faces. It looks like it's kind of like explaining, like it's pointing up in the air where you were, and then. But
it's doing what I was doing.
But then definitely like. Those 2 other elves weren't around here, so where did they come from and how did they get here so quickly? And they're obviously in mid-conversation. And now what is it you're going to try and do? You're going to try and grab him and teleport back?
Yeah, I was going to make like a grab, basically, since I've got the extra strength, and then also I've got like...
Okay, that's fine.
I've got like a couple. I mean, I have technically like a grappling strike, but that's like, obviously a fighting thing.
Well, we're sort of quasi out of combat right now, but the idea is that you're not 100% in control of your character right now, because you are in the middle of a phase step. Mm-hmm. Right? So normally that happens instantaneously. So you are kind of going to cover this ground. Well, almost with inertia, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, like I started moving, and
exactly. Like you don't have like
pulling me from one side to the other.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is you're going to cover that distance one way or the other. It's just that you happen to be doing it in this world. So when you move past the elf that's standing here, unfortunately I don't have tokens for these guys. You can try to grab one of them. You can try to but the thing is, Anna, it's going to be an attack roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll in the tower. Actually, you don't have to roll in the tower. You can roll in front of God and everybody if you want to.
Okay. In that case,
give yourself combat advantage. Give yourself +2 because this thing is definitely fucking surprised as shit.
Cool. I'm just trying to see real quick. So if I'm making like an attack roll anyway, then can I use like a grappling strike?
Absolutely. You can use any powers that you think are reasonable. But obviously if it's a daily power, it's not going to refresh until you take a long rest. But yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
I cannot fucking wait to see what you roll.
Strength versus AC. And 1 second. To do like a grab, what is that?
Well, grabs are usually part of an attack. But I think if you just want to grapple something, grab page 290 in the player's handbook.
Yeah. It's a strength attack versus reflex. Yeah. So I'm trying to decide if I think that this guy's... Or actually, hang on a minute. I got a thing. Where is it? Whenever an enemy grabbed by you attempts to escape, it must make its escape check against your fortitude instead.
Right. So your fort defense is basically the armor class it is trying to beat.
Yeah. So I'm trying to decide right now if I use like grappling strike, which is like an attack, I do it against their AC versus if I do it as an actual proper grab.
And so you're trying to figure out like which is higher, right?
Yeah. And they're wearing, you said, like, well, he's got a bow and arrow, so I'm assuming he's some kind of ranger or something like that. Something with reasonable. Like leather armor.
Well, what's going to happen is like its reflex is probably going to be relatively high. But it's a good question actually, because normally attacks against AC have higher, you get your proficiency modifier because of your weapon.
Yes.
Right. And that proficiency modifier makes up for the fact that they get dex plus armor. Right. So this gets into the core math of 4th edition, which gets a little bit noodly. So their armor class is going to be higher than their reflex, but it might not be proportionally higher because you don't get to add, if you just make a strength check, you don't get to add your proficiency modifier. So you'd be attacking its reflex, which doesn't have armor built into it. So I would say it's a wash. You don't really know.
Yeah.
I would say of the 3 defenses, fort, reflex, and will, this thing almost, if it is an elf, and if it is an elf ranger, it's almost certainly going to have higher reflex than fort or will.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and use a grappling strike on it because if I do succeed on the attack, then I grab the target. So I'm going to give that a shot.
Okay. Go for it, Anna. Don't forget your +2.
I got it in there. Hopefully this works with the...
You're rolling 2 dice?
I didn't mean to roll 2 dice. I don't know why I did
fine.
that.
Even the lowest one would hit.
Oh, I did pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know why. Actually, you might. Yeah, you did really well, actually. All right.
Oh, it's because I'm targeting Whoops. And Lavellas.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's funny.
How do I don't know how to untarget them, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. Fuck.
in that case, with the grappling strike, I actually I do a little bit of damage to them as well. So you're gonna have to help me untarget Ko and Labella so I don't smack them.
No, well, let's get you back on the regular map now. This is not what this thing looks like. Hang on a second.
She got it?
Yes.
Oh!
I reeled in a big one.
And, yes. we did
Such
see
a
the
cool
rolls.
idea.
We did see the rolls, so we sort of died too. But,
she accidentally had targeted two of you because she didn't have I don't know why, and so that meant she rolled twice, and I was like, why are you rolling twice? She's like, I don't know, but either roll, it didn't matter which, either roll would have hit. So now I gotta find a piece of art, but this doesn't look exactly like this. Hang on a second, I will describe what it does look like if you give me a second.
Okay.
I thought you were trying to pull us in there.
I was afraid too.
Wow, really? You guys didn't trust me?
We didn't know what was going on. You were gone for so long.
It did feel like forever.
So,
What have we done?
Used to say it would have been really you.
Oh, fair enough. How do you know it is me?
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Give me a second here. Maybe I'm not going to use an illustration since it's so wrong. I mean, like literally, this is not the art that it's supposed to be. So Auryn, you folks just see Auryn's only gone for an instant, right? No time passes, right? She bamfs out of one space and reappears in that same instant. And Servanazor and Zoga and Ko and Lavellis are all surrounding her. And she has physically dragged with her this creature that sort of loses its balance because it's just been yanked off its feet by an interdimensional elf bandit. And it's
I'm so excited.
And it is wearing a heavy cloak. It's got a bow. It's wearing black leather armor. It's got a quiver with black arrows on its back. And when it lands on the ground, the cowl of its cloak falls off its face, and you can see it. And I think this is a good place to stop.
What?
Oh my god.
Don't.
It's a good place to stop for
We
somebody.
did it, you guys! This is awesome.
Break Colville.
We broke D&D!
We broke D&D.
We beat it, guys. We beat it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Love this.
I just feel like that's very dramatic, maybe, but let me think for a second.
I'm okay.
No, this is awesome. This is
Yeah.
awesome. We've
This is
found
the greatest sense of accomplishment. The last time I did something like this was like with my first GM, where I what's it called? It was in Pathfinder, and we went up against a giant construct machine that was just like the big bad.
Yeah.
And my character could do it was like a version of like lock picking, where it was just like you just inherently understand mechanical objects, and I was able to like cut the wire, the right wire, to completely shut it down.
Yes.
So it's meant to be like a great big battle, and you're just like, snip, right, move it on.
Yes, exactly.
I can let me think.
That's up to you if you need.
What if we take a bio break?
KB Tim says, if this abducted person bursts into a million tiny baby spiders, I swear.
Okay, Anna, go ahead and describe to folks what happened.
So I face-stepped again, got into the other side, and then I saw the same elf that I saw before, but with two other elves. But this elf, they all had cloaks on, but I think this one is unique because it has the quiver, right? So it uses a bow and arrow. I was able to grab this one, and it looked like they were explaining probably that they had just seen me to their companions, and then I was able to grab them and pop out, basically.
Well, sorry, did you say grab them?
Grab just the one that I'd seen before. But what was interesting though is like it hadn't been that long, since I did my phase step, we got on the Griffon, et cetera, but already 2 new elves had appeared that I did not see before.
Okay. I wonder if you just didn't see them or they.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It just means that there's.
Yeah, and the light. Yeah, and the light. The way that the atmosphere is in the other side is very much just like a twilight evening time. Some might call it dusk.
I might call it dusk.
The cowl falls off the face of this elf as it hits the ground, and it reveals fine elven features, very much like Auryn's, much more like Auryn's than like Levelis's. And it's a little disorienting because it looks as though there's a shadow. It looks like it has a very pale white face, almost like chalk, and like there's a shadow falling across half its face, but there's no light casting that shadow. That's just the color of his face.
Whoa.
So like, it's not a perfect line. It looks like shadow, but it's part of this creature's skin.
Like it's fuzzy on the edges.
Like it's a line down the middle of its face, except that line is not a perfect geometric line. It kind of moves to simulate where a shadow would fall on his skin.
Oh, he's like cell shaded.
But it doesn't matter where he moves his face. There is always a shadow on half its face. And then you notice that its hands, it's like bracing itself against the ground, and its hands are bare, and one hand is white and the other hand is dark.
A shambling man knew what was up.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, for real.
Sounds like this thing's prone right now. If he's on the ground.
I've still got him grabbed, right?
Smash him.
Sure, yeah. Hang on a second.
We all start asking attack questions.
It's
prone.
This is not what this dude looks like, but it's the closest I could find at short notice.
That's cool.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Maria.
You can call it what you want.
Maria. I just met an elf named Maria.
And
So
suddenly
good.
I found.
I hope you're having fun.
We're having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
What is that? Oh, interesting. Cool. I need to look something up. I don't know what that means.
I'm jesting. I don't know if we should actually start just laying into this thing or whether we can actually question him. I don't know.
Well, I was
We
gonna
kidnapped it.
I mean, Anna's got him grappled, right? So
Yeah, so I think what I was planning on doing was like, obviously I want to see what, Matt's got up his sleeve, but I was planning that in the way that I grabbed him, that I was just gonna like kind of shake him down a little bit and ask him, who is
that's what
he?
I mean. I wonder if we could all like you've just faced him out when we could all kind of like hold him down, basically.
It'd be real awkward if we don't speak their language.
Oh. Well, no, okay, well then we'll just kill him.
Wow.
You just drowned a griffin.
Well, that's griffins are incapable of speech.
An innocent bird. You drowned it.
I mean,
Hey, it messed with the family.
just an animal.
Yeah, that's dinner, man.
That's true. Yeah, it is that dinner.
I'm so looking forward to that Griffin meat.
Oh, this thing's talking.
Okay.
Well,
It
it's said
speaks-
something I don't understand.
Looks elvishy.
Yeah, we got this.
You understand this language?
I
This
do.
elven jibba jabba?
Okay.
It's going to be
What does he
initiative.
say?
Oh
Ooh.
man, I can't.
I mean, go ahead. Go ahead. You can go ahead. I mean, go ahead. You
No,
can try-
I'm typing anyway. It's okay. But he's prone right now, right? Because I've still got him grappled.
He's not prone. He's just grabbed.
Oh, I thought you said he fell on his face.
Well, because I thought I didn't. I mean, he's either prone or he's grabbed. You can pick one, but he's not both.
The idea of him being
Grabbed.
I like grabbed because he could take you with him. That feels exciting to me.
I think grab
Does
is the right
sound
way to go. Yeah.
Come on.
Awesome. Oh, okay.
I rolled above a 7 in my life.
Sweet.
Twinsies.
And Polly is.
I need a roll initiative.
I don't like that you brought up Anne. What does she have to do with this?
She was still in the combat. She was still on the combat tracker.
Oh, okay.
So I have
suspicious.
removed her. I removed her. Okay, so everybody has initiative, correct?
yeah.
Well, this thing is definitely hostile. Like it's not assuming like a neutral like pose. It's if there's flight, stand, or fight, it's definitely in fight or flight mode, not stand and talk mode.
Okay, right. We're not having a nice quiet chat then.
I mean, it's Auryn's turn. If she wants to try to deflect this encounter and make it more about negotiating and not about fighting, she's. Oh, hang on a second. Here, let me. It's up to her. She is the first to act in the initiative. It's up to her to determine what kind of encounter this is going to be. But getting this thing to stay and talk is not going to be trivially easy. Because obviously you just kidnapped it from its world and it's not happy. And it might not be predisposed to like you folks in the first place, but you don't know.
I mean, we've got some cooked Griffon. If you'd like to sit down and eat.
Let me see.
Cooked rare.
Yeah, a little rare.
Target creature.
Gosh, I have so many questions for it.
So, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Even your speed for screen creature.
I mean, you would probably, I don't want to mislead you folks, you would probably have to have some manner of compelling it to talk.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not anticipating that like this person is going to cooperate in any way.
Yeah,
so
enough.
that's not even like on my
Okay, good.
on the menu of options I'm considering at the moment. I'm trying to kind of figure out like kind of getting them a little bit further away because I just grabbed them. So I'm assuming that on the other side, like the other two companions are there.
Yeah.
And so I just want to kind of get out of that vicinity a little bit.
What if they also have face step?
It's possible. So that's kind of what I started thinking too, is I was just like, oh, we should fucking move. So what I'm going to do on my move turn is I'm going to use my encounter ability called Forceful Drag, which is I can move my speed for each square I move. I can slide a creature grabbed by me, which they are, one square to a square adjacent to me. They remain grabbed, and I don't provoke opportunity attacks from them. And at the end of the move, I can end the grab to knock the creature prone.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds cool.
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I've got this guy, like, you know, by the cowl or the collar or whatever, I've got him, like, grabbed pretty tight.
Yeah.
So I can move 6, which puts me, let's see. I'm going to go through here, technically, because I can move through Vanazor, but he can't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of want to just move over here with him still to the left of me.
Yeah, sure. Hang on.
And then I'm going to use my Steel Serpent Strike against them.
And you leave him prone, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I knock him prone. So we can put the prone thing on him. And actually, because that is...
He's prone.
It's not... Okay, he's prone. And then I'm going to use my Steel Serpent Strike.
That's cool. You didn't drag prone onto him. I did. But because you're the active player, it says it comes from you. That's smart. That's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Because that means I can remove it too whenever it gets done
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Well, I'll remove when he stands up.
Sure. So Steel Serpent Strike. Oh my fucking god. I missed. Hang on. He's prone.
Yep.
So it already added the bonus.
Yep. Defense effects
I'm
minus
use
2.
an action point. I'm gonna use an action point. I'm gonna try it again.
Well, Zoga, does she get anything because is she in range?
Let me check real quick.
She's 6 away. I presume she's in range.
Oh, they don't say anymore for some reason.
Well, that probably means she just has to be able to see you and hear you.
It does say range, but yeah, I think that's it actually. I think it's
What happens? Ooh, cool. Okay. So I'm gonna give this another go. I've used my action point. Come on. I missed again? Fuck.
I missed again.
16, that's so low.
I missed again. Oh.
You have the plus 10.
Yeah. You rolled a 6.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Okay, well...
La.
That was my move, that was my standard, and my standard...
Oh, hang on a second. Something happens. You notice, Anna, that this creature starts to glow slightly. And let's see, how far are you, Matt O'Driscoll? Yeah.
Oh.
He's gonna go.
What? Come back.
He moves?
He disappears and reappears over here.
He face-stepped.
It's slightly different, but yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Okay,
you recognize that what he did is related to what you did, but it's not actually the same magic.
So I have a quick question then.
Yes.
If he did that on my first miss, then that means I would not have even been able to do a Steel Serpent Strike again because he would have been out of range.
So yeah, you would still have your action point. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I apologize.
No worries. I do think that means my Steel Serpent Strike is still used up though, because I tried it and I missed.
Yes. But that is Steel Serpent Strike is I thought that was an at will.
It's encounter now.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can have done it twice anyway.
Oh, even if it's in the same thing with the action point?
It doesn't matter. It's action points just give you another standard action. They don't give you extra powers or extra uses of your power. If Steel Serpent Strike is an encounter power, you can use it once per encounter.
I see. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and pass my turn off to the next person then.
Okay.
Sir Vanazor, there is a strange-looking elf creature.
Whoa. Okay. What did Zoga just say? I can't understand anything. Okay, I don't like the look of this elf creature one little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I'm going to charge. 1, 2. Oh, right in front of him. Let's make sure he's targeted. I think he's targeted there. Yes.
He's also no longer prone.
So I'll use my, what's the end of the charge? Howling Strike. Yeah. So let's try this on it. Howling Strike.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. He does not have the right amount of stuff.
Bollocks. Well, that's no good. What's wrong?
Sorry, I got to edit something here. Go ahead.
Also, I think you have to take prone off of Maria.
Hang on.
Hanging.
No, it's still prone, isn't he? He hasn't taken his action yet.
How did he move?
You watched him. He just blinked out and then reappeared. He didn't run. You saw it.
He's still on the ground?
It's like phase step. It's just, but the magic is obviously different. Yeah, he's still prone.
Oh.
He has not taken his action yet. He hasn't got a chance to stand up.
Oh, so he's prone. Do I? No, I rolled a 3 anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No, it says right there, defense effects -2. It already calculated in the fact that he's prone.
I think I'm going to take my action point, and I think I'm going to use my daily power on this thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You missed him already, right?
I did miss, yeah.
Okay, hang on a
I'm
second.
going to take my...
As you swing and miss, he rolls on the ground to avoid your sword, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He disappears and reappears 25 feet to the north.
Well, bugger me, because I can't move anymore. Can I? Oh, no. Wait, what was this thing we talked about running? I've done a move and I've done a charge.
That's it. Unless you could spend your action point and charge again, and you could use your whatever that cool ability is that you can use as part of a charge.
I don't know if I want to use more. Damn it. What did you say? Sorry, we gotta hurt this guy. Alright. If I can get near him next time, then I'll use my daily power. Okay, here I go. 1. Oops. Would help if I actually did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang. Charged again. Let's see if this one actually does it. Howling strike, right? Yes. What? 19 missed.
There's got to be something about them being in this on this side where it's just like I think it must be like a phased thing. They're not really here, so we can't actually.
It's like a shadow or something.
Yeah, that's nuts. 19 missed. And then, well,
he does that thing again where you swing your sword and he dodges out of the way, and he looks like he almost rolls up into his own cloak, and then it disappears, and then the cloak appears and unfurls 25 feet north, and he reappears. He's still on the ground though.
Banisaur roars in frustration, and that's the end of my go. Wow. Yeah. Either we can't. Maybe we can't even hit this thing.
I mean, he's got an armor class.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be like 20 plus. It's got. I mean, obviously it's 20 plus if it is.
It's
also if he has like it's a really dexterous. This is meta, but
I'm sus.
Well, he stands up.
Is it possible that we just fucked up?
no.
Like maybe it's not dubious. Maybe we just made a mistake.
Let me think here.
We did just kind of kidnap him from his side unexpected.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with it, is he?
I mean, do you want to try talking to him now? Because I think that might go badly.
Yeah,
I've already insulted him multiple
Way
times.
too far away.
Yeah.
I've just charged at him twice and wildly swung my axe at him.
Hey, Sir Banisaur, what's up?
Hello. I thought we'd have bother here. Yep. He's dragged me towards him. Oh dear.
Hang on a second.
Hanging.
It just seems like for a moment it radiates this beautiful glow that draws you toward it.
Oh, not like a face step. I literally just walk towards it.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And Yep. And you are... That's not how that works. You are dazed. You're like hypnotized. You can move, or you can take dazed as you can move, or you could attack, but not both.
Gotcha.
And it now sort of seems like it's thinking about staying here.
Oh,
and maybe seeing what you folks are about since you brought it here. Zoga, it's your turn.
Help.
All right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. All right. How does run work? I think I'm gonna need to run.
It's just your movement plus 2. It's actually described in the 4E channel. So I'm just gonna go look at it right now. Scrolling. Here we go. It is your move action. You get plus 2 to your speed. So if you normally move 6, you get to move 8. And because you're kind of giving up any, you're just reckless. You're throwing caution to the wind to maximize your movement, and that gives you -5 to all attack rolls until the start of your next turn. And as soon as you start running, you grant combat advantage to enemies, and you provoke attacks of opportunity as you pass by people.
Cool. All right. So it gives me plus. I get 2 more.
You get 2 more squares.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I within 10 of Vanazor? Let me see.
Talking him, let's see. No. Almost, though.
11.
Almost. Sorry.
That's an evil laugh.
Sorry, I apologize. You didn't deserve that laugh.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna double run then.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm very far away, and I'm not good at persuasion. So I think the best
Let
course
Mercy talk for
would
you.
be to run really far, really fast. So I'm going to take the run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, time to jump. Let's jump over this mushroom.
Wow, nice.
Holy shit.
Wow, holy
Yep,
crap.
that's 7
Am
squares.
I going to do better than that?
That's
Probably not.
the best you could do would be 36, and that would still be 7.
Yeah, let's do that. So I jumped 7. Sorry, I'm moving the map now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Zoga. 7.
I gotta check and make sure everybody's on the grid.
Wish I hadn't wasted my action point beating up that defenseless bird. Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh wait,
charge.
an action point's an encounter though, right?
Oh, it's every 2 encounters.
Every 2 encounters.
Oh fucking what the fuck? Why
Unless
is it
you
called
thought
an
our
encounter?
beating up of that bird warranted extra action points.
No. In fact, if anything, anyway, yeah. I don't know if your
anything,
ancestors.
take it away.
I don't know if your ancestors are happy with you beating the hell out of a defenseless natural creature.
But we did it so well that they have to be a little impressed.
Defenseless?
It took my
Against
friend.
you guys, defenseless.
You described it very ominously in the
Its
shadow
defense was
from
its
the
wings,
sky.
and it used them badly.
Yeah.
It's just trying to provide food and sustenance. Look, it was picking off the old and the weak. What possible value could they have?
Actually, yeah, probably just let it go.
I think I can charge,
XP.
so I'm gonna charge and attack him.
Okay.
And I mean, like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, bro. Speaking giant. Okay, let me think, because this is a weapon attack. So I'm gonna use my club. I believe I pulled this die here, and I'm gonna miss.
21.
Yes.
It's a miss. This is nuts.
Hey, this wasn't my idea.
I look down and I realizing I miss.
Oh, that's why. I'm
just
sorry.
kind of size him up for a moment, and Ko feels like he may have made a mistake.
Stand by.
Gone again.
What the F?
I have to move my map.
He was here, sorry. And he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, me.
Okay. Alright. Let's see if there's anything I can do. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. It's not looking good.
Every time you miss this thing, it gets a free 25-foot teleport.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm gonna go ahead and use my action point. Ping. And go 1, 2, oh jeez, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many squares away from me is this guy?
Now let's see if I target him. It says 11.
Okay, great. Well, that's.
If you target something, it will put an arrow toward that thing that shows you how far away it is.
Where does it show how far?
Look, see? Can you guys not see
It
that?
says it on the thing. I can see the number. I had to zoom in. I'm quite zoomed out.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, it's exactly 1 square out of my range.
Also, it's cool if you target an ally, the arrow's green.
For that first move that you did,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because your movement speed is 6 normally, right? So if you ran, it would be 8.
Correct.
Okay. But what's the negative that you take to your attack?
-5.
Oh, you're fucking right. Never mind.
Yeah. But since I can't reach him, like I may as well take a Okay. My attack is versus his fortitude, so I'm at least hopefully, fingers crossed, aiming for a
Hey, his
maybe
fortitude
slightly
is
lower number.
his lowest defense.
Okay, great. And I definitely know that. Because I feel like, look, here's the thing. I can't, he's out of my range now, so I'm definitely not going to hit him. Whereas if I take the -5, at least that's a chance. So, all right. I ran full pelt, and I'm going to try to hit him with the Song of Briaris and get him slowed a little bit. Don't know if it'll make a difference. Okay.
Matt, use your modifier to apply -5 to your roll. Sorry, never mind.
Far out. Oh, well, I would have missed anyway by the looks of things.
Nope, you missed.
Cool. That's it, team. We're done.
We tried.
Hang on.
And for that, we cannot be.
Hang on.
No one can say we didn't try.
Whoa. Come back.
Sorry, Labellus missed. Whose turn is it? Auryn?
Mine. I thought you were staying to wait.
No, sorry. I was just saying I moved him 5 farther away because Labellus missed. So it's your turn now.
Meanwhile, at the camp, all the humans have been eaten by griffins.
God. That would just be so much bullshit. Like, alright, I quit. Quit the team. Fuck, man. There's not, like, I don't have, like, a lot of ranged attack shit, so. Not that I really think it would do very good anyway. I mean, I guess we could just, like, let him fuck off and see if we can find him later.
This has gone really well.
Just let him go?
Well, let me think real quick. I can't find my...
Let is a strong word.
Hey, Matt, can you turn the grid on?
Yeah. It's kind of bullshit that you guys can't just turn
We're
it on
gonna
or
go
off
back to the
for yourself.
caravan, and they're all just gonna be gone.
It's kind of bullshit that turning the grid on requires me to unlock the map, go into grid mode, turn on visibility. Anyway, blah, blah.
Okay, well, I was starting to think that maybe he wasn't like the bad guy, and now that just feels like a bad guy thing to say.
Oh, he's saying stuff.
He's saying things. Damn him.
So when I used my face step earlier, would that be considered? Is this considered a single encounter? So that would have been used up during my jump through to like grab this person.
I will rule in your favor and say that the encounter didn't start until we rolled initiative.
Okay.
So that phase step you did was in the quote-unquote 5 minutes between the last encounter and this one, even though, you get it.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and use my move to run. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to phase step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm trying to think of like how Auryn would kind of deliver this. Because what I want to do is I'm going to bring out that arrow that I kind of just absentmindedly stuck in like my pack.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring the arrow back. And I'm going to say something along the lines of like, hey, you're looking for one of these? Or like, hey, are you missing one of these? Or something along the lines where I'm just like
In that voice?
trying to kind of like bait them, like see if I can, like, if it's enough of an interesting thing that I have this, that it would be enough to maybe make them stop and like, I don't know, get closer to us so we can then punch them.
So that we can punch them. Look, all I want to do is punch
We gotta
something.
give this up. We've tried punching a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But
by the
have we
time
said-
that they come over.
So you're going to pull out the black arrow and show it to him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you're going to say something along the lines of, you're looking for this, except the way Auryn would say it.
Yeah. I can't think of it right now.
That's fine.
But
That's fine.
basically.
Okay, that's interesting. His eyes furrow, or her eyes furrows. Its eyes furrow.
The eyebrows, you mean?
Sure.
I like literally can't do anything else on my turn, so
Wow.
that's gonna be it.
I'm dazed, right? Do I
Yep.
save now or at the end?
At the end of your turn, you always save at the end. All saves happen at the end. All saving
Okay,
throws happen
so-
at the end of your turn.
And you said I can either attack or move. but
Correct.
Not both.
Correct.
So you kind of see Savannah Saw, like he's trying to rage, but he just kind of walks towards this elf in a kind of very slow, like he's hypnotized, and that'll be it.
Okay. He says something to Auryn. And then he looks at the arrow that she's holding and pulls one of his own out and just holds it in his hand. But he holds it like point down. And then he says something else.
Jeez. Okay. Well,
And then he stabs himself with his own arrow. It hurts him, and he disappears.
Does that undaze me?
Yep.
I stabbed myself with the arrow. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you said it. That's what happens.
Kidding.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I see.
I stabbed Zoga with the arrow.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna run up here. I'm gonna pull out the arrow that Lavelis handed me,
Yeah.
which I kept.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold it,
Yeah.
point facing down,
Yeah.
like pointed at my palm, and
Yep.
I'm gonna look at Auryn and be like, I mean, are we gonna try and follow this guy or what?
Okay, we have a pack of humans. A flock, rather.
He said, this world of yours, it suits me well. I think I shall return once your sun is broken.
That's ominous.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Also, sun's fine right now, so we could probably just go back to what we were doing.
It is setting slowly.
Oh boy, we've still got to worry about the lizard folk, you guys. They're gonna come and eat all of our people.
Hey, you don't have to worry about the lizard folk if you transport yourself into another universe.
Well,
If
I
time
don't.
stands still.
That problem will take care of itself over a long enough period of time.
That's true.
He'll just cancel each other out. One problem for another problem.
I'm not sure whether Auryn was reading the same thing into his monologue, but I'm getting a distinct vibe of threatening,
Yes.
overtones or undertones of invasion or swapping places.
Yeah.
Wait, swapping
Doesn't
places.
sound good. Yeah,
Is that what they already did to Gweird Polly?
I mean, we've got two of her, so anyway. Yeah, he was like, I wonder, would you enjoy my world as much? With a very direct threat to Auryn.
Mm-hmm.
Are
He
these
called her a
body
nerd.
snatcher dark elves? Are we dealing with dark elf body snatchers here?
I don't think it's a dark elf thing.
That was definitely not a
fine
drow.
with,
That was definitely not a drow.
Griffins and
There are drow that have
Lizard
pale
folk.
skin. They're pretty rare, but there aren't drow that are half white, half black.
I'm trying to see if I can just can I just do this and it come
I
through?
can't believe that Maria called you a nerd.
Yeah,
No.
basically. That was rude. Uncalled for, really. I mean, they didn't need to
true.
escalate things.
True, but very rude.
He made it personal. It wasn't personal up until then.
I called them names, so I mean.
And didn't somebody in Elven call him a pussy?
Somebody did.
Let's not point fingers.
He did also call.
He was
Venezuela
running away.
beast.
Look, maybe Lavellis wouldn't have called him a pussy if he wasn't being such a pussy.
he was teleporting quite quickly.
Wow, I feel like Dale has been hanging out
Even
too
we
long
can't
with
run
us.
that fast. Oh, you see it. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's enough running around for me for Wednesday.
All right, well,
My clothes weren't made for this, so.
yeah, I assume you go back and join the humans and make one big human.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
No, they're not there.
Eaten.
well, in that case,
Well, I guess we have nothing to do but to follow the guy into the plane that we definitely don't know what plane of existence it is.
How's everybody doing on time? It's 10:30 where we are. Is everybody good to keep going, or do you want to? Is this a good place to stop? It's up to you folks.
I wouldn't be bothered by having a shorter night.
I mean, I feel like you guys definitely have enough to talk about, but do you guys want to get into another? Do you
Like if it ends up in another combat, it could go for a long time.
I could stop now.
I'm good.
Okay, well then we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop here because the next thing that's gonna happen is you guys are gonna set up camp and wait for a bunch of fucking lizard folk to attack you.
Yeah, waiting in a cupboard.
That is gonna be a big battle. So it could easily take us till well past midnight.
Yeah, let's do that next session.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, it'll give Zoga or whoever enough time to plan exactly what's going on with this ambush.
Yeah.